Say that again.
I never had to work near lakes and oceans. I always asked to be excused from those, and I was. Bad memories of the flood, I guess.
This is ridiculous. What is the first thing an angel says? Fear not. Be not afraid. Except for large bodies of water. Is that what you tell people?
I know there's nothing to be afraid of. I know it doesn't make any sense.
Well, actually, it makes good sense now. The thing you're terrified of is something she loves.
Who?
Your next assignment, Angela Evans. She's fighting a terrible fear. The kind that comes in the night and whispers in your ear till dawn and then sends you running to the sea just to get the voices to quit for a little while. But Angela's voices won't quit, not until her own voice drowns them out. And it's your job to help her speak up. Because if she doesn't, this will be the worst mistake of her life and her last. When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time. I tell you, I'll walk with you. Walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
As a young man growing up in this beautiful state, there were unpolluted rivers where I could fish, safe streets where I could walk, quality schools where I could lay a foundation for a real future for myself and my family. As senator, I make this commitment.
Guys. Hey, it's sounding good. But you look like some real estate guy trying to sell the house. Look, Carter, what it needs is Angela.
She's not gonna do it.
Just have her stand next to you and smile.
All right, let me try. Hey.
Since when did you ever go fishing in a river?
Hey, well, my dad took me fishing a couple of times. My mom made me stop after I caught that trout and left it in the back seat of the car.
Well, how come I can't get you to go on the boat with me?
Oh, you can. I'm just not interested in fishing, that's all. Hey, I tell you what, I'll make you a deal. I'll go fishing with you if you come with me and stand over there. Hmm?
No. Carter, I told you.
Oh,
no.
come on, baby.
No,
Look, you
no,
won't even
no.
have to say anything.
Carter, these guys are on a schedule.
Okay. All right. When I was a young man growing up in this beautiful state, there were unpolluted rivers where I could fish.
Hi.
Safe streets where
Hi.
I could walk. Quality schools
some
where
help
I could
there?
lay a foundation for
You
a
our new neighbor?
real
Brand
future
new.
for myself.
Welcome, Monica.
Angela Evans.
Oh, Evans as in senator.
Well, as in Evans, the almost senator, we hope. This house has been empty for months. When did you move in?
Last night.
Oh, gosh, I've been so busy I didn't even notice. I would have helped or something.
Well, you still can. So I was thinking of planting a garden, but I was wondering what the weather is like this time of year.
Oh, well, it's, kind of dry. There's not a lot of rain, you know. It's just kind of bad for gardens, but it's, good for fishing.
Ah, so you're a fisherman?
Well, no, I just kind of like to sit in the boat and think, you know. I like the way the water makes the boat rock, you know. Back and forth and back and forth. It's the most peaceful feeling I know. I go out almost every afternoon. Would you like to join me sometime, maybe?
Sounds lovely. How do you have time to fish if you're running for senator?
Oh, that's not me. That's that's my husband.
Oh.
Yeah. One politician in the family is enough, believe me. Yeah, I write funding grants for children's programs in the city, and I volunteer at a center for disadvantaged preschoolers.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
Well, we need volunteers.
And I need to be needed.
I love your accent. You must be from the old country, huh?
Yes. very, very old.
All I'm asking for is a little support here.
I am giving you all the support I can. I've given up everything except preschool just to work at headquarters. What more do you want, sweetie?
You know exactly what I want. I mean, anybody can answer the phone and stuff envelopes, but only you can be my wife.
You don't need a wife to win.
I need you to make winning matter.
It matters.
You know, I really don't understand. I mean, if it were you and the situation were reversed, I'd be standing right there by your side. Hell, you're as qualified as I am anyway.
More.
Is that it? Are you a little jealous because it's me and not you?
Yeah, right. Don't even try to start a fight with me, buddy. You know how proud I am of you. It's just that I like staying in the background. That's all.
What are you wearing?
I'm going to the boat.
We got a fundraiser here.
I just say?
Angela, you can't even just put on a dress and just sit there and smile?
No, I can't.
Angela!
I love what you've done with the plays.
She's going to the lake.
I heard her. What about you?
Why couldn't she be a hiker or an aerobics freak or something?
So then I thought about sending her a card. You know, happy birthday, love, your dad. But then I thought, well, maybe she'd take offense, you know? Is that enough for the first time? I mean, I want to start slow, not scare her off.
You know, Lundy, after all these years, she doesn't want to hear what some greeting card writer thinks. She wants to hear what you think. Why don't you write her a letter?
I haven't seen her since she was 3. I don't know what she likes or what she thinks. Why don't I just put some money in the card?
Lundy, you coward. I'll tell you what. You write her a letter, and if you want me to read it first, I will. Okay?
On the house.
What do you think's going on?
People only carry on in the dark when they don't want you to see what they're doing.
Do you think they're having an affair? And then this little tiny bean, we put it in there and make sure that it's in there really good, sweetheart. This little bean sleeps in the ground for a long, long time, and then it grows into a big, big, beautiful plant.
What kind of plant?
Well, a bean plant, silly.
I hate beans.
You hate beans? How could you hate beans? Well, you wouldn't hate them if you knew them. Maybe we could give your bean a name. How could you hate a bean called Oscar?
Hi, Oscar. What's my bean?
Your bean's name is Seamus. Now, why don't you all go and water your beans? Why don't you all run over and water your beans, and I'll be over in a minute.
You were great today.
Oh, I'm loving every minute of it.
Well, I've got some bad news. I wanted to take you on the boat today, but I can't.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, Carter finally talked me into one of those awful campaign fundraisers.
You really don't enjoy this campaigning, do you?
I'd give anything if you drop out of the race. Truth of the matter is, last thing I want to be right now is a senator's wife.
out of my element here, don't you?
I need an escort.
What you need is straps. That's what you need.
Where's your faith, my friend?
Just don't make any sudden moves, Monica.
Oh, the angel of death is a prude. Why, I'm learning a lot in this new job.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Colston Hotel. Please take your seats. We're ready to introduce our guest of honor. You know him as one of this state's strongest crusaders for environmental issues, a powerful advocate for children's rights, a leader in the fight for education reform, and the man who will bring this state and this
I'll be right back.
Foundations for a real future. Ladies and gentlemen, Carter Evans.
Thank you very much.
Show up anytime I want to.
What are you doing in my room? Get out of here! All right, then. You won't go? I will.
Monica, what are you doing here?
I saw you leave the dinner with
Marshall. Marshall.
the man who did this to you. Oh, Angela, how could you be in love with a man like that?
Is that what you think? I'm not in love with him, Monica. He's blackmailing me. Guess I finally got what I deserved, huh?
Nobody deserves that. Listen, let me get some help.
No, no. Please, Monica, don't tell anybody about this.
Well, all right, I won't tell anyone, but, you know, you can talk to me.
I don't want to get you involved.
Let me be your friend, Angela. Whatever it is, you can trust me.
Funny, but I think that I can. When I was growing up, my father was a fry cook. We had nothing. I thought I was nothing. But he made me study really hard. So I got a scholarship to college. But it wasn't enough, and I thought I was going to have to drop out. Until I met Marshall.
Were you in love with him?
He pressed all the right buttons, you know. Money, class, self-esteem. He had it, I didn't. He could lift me up or take me all the way down with just a look. Then he started taking me to these parties. These pretty wild parties. And he started to introduce me to these other men. And I don't know how it happened, but all of a sudden I was sleeping with these men, and they were leaving money.
Oh, Angela.
Marshall summed it all up with this easy philosophy about how I was using them as much as they were using me. And I guess I just went dead inside. And I told myself that it didn't really matter how I got the money.
How long did it last?
About a year. And then one day I was in a bookstore and I recognized one of the men that I'd spent the night with. And he was just staring at me. And then I realized that he wasn't seeing Angela. He was wondering what a whore was doing buying a book. So I disappeared after graduation and I moved out of state and I got my law degree at night. And I thought this was all behind me. I never dreamed that Carter would run for senator. But he did. And when he did, there was publicity. And then there was Marshall again.
And now he's blackmailing you.
So far, Carter hasn't noticed the drain on the finances. But Monica, if this ever got out, it would ruin him. It would ruin his whole campaign.
Oh, wait a minute. Forget about the campaign. What's at jeopardy here is your marriage. The worst thing Carter could lose is you, Angela.
How am I gonna walk back in there and explain all of this? Oh, if you get a mirror or something.
You don't need a mirror.
Bad, huh?
Let me see what I can do.
I am basically tired of politicians. Well, I am not a politician. I am just a man who can only make you one promise, that I will protect and serve the people and the state that I love. Carter Evans.
Sorry to call so early.
No, it's okay.
I need to speak with Mrs. Evans.
Yeah, sure, just one moment. It's for you.
Thanks. Hello?
We're not finished yet, Angela.
Yes. Thank you. I will.
You bet you will.
There was a parent at school.
Angela, there's a press tour at the Children's Hospital, and, well, I think you would fit in perfect. Why don't you...
Please, please, Carter, don't make me do this again. I don't fit in.
Angela, when are we going to talk about this?
We are talking about it, and I'm not going to go. I'm going to the boat.
Alone?
Yes, alone.
By me this morning, and I miss you.
Oh, hit the water early this morning, Lundy. Thanks. How's the weather coming?
I'm not much of a rider. Be honest.
This is beautiful, Lundy. If I were your daughter and I got a letter like this, I would definitely want to meet you.
So you think I should mail it?
Mail it.
Well, that's the problem. If I put my return address on it, she may tear it up before she even reads it. And if I don't, how will I know if it ever got there?
Deliver it yourself?
I can't do that. She lives in Idaho.
You know, there's great fishing in Idaho.
I don't know.
Let me tell you something, Lundy. I lived with my father my whole life, and I never knew him because he was too afraid to get to know me. Don't make the same mistake he did.
What are you going to do for bait while I'm gone?
Can I tell you a secret? I don't really fish.
I know. By golly, I'll do it.
Good for you.
When I get back, I'll re-rivet the bottom of that boat so it doesn't leak so much.
Okay, that's your department, Lundy.
Hello.
Why?
Hi. I hope you don't mind. I was worried about you and thought I'd try to track you down. What a beautiful place.
Now you know my secret. Another one. What'd you really come here for?
I wanted to talk to you about Marshall.
Forget it. No trouble talk on the lake. Those are my rules. Come on, let's go out on the boat.
No, I can't.
Why not?
I'm afraid of the water.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. I don't know why, I'm not supposed to be afraid of anything.
Well, everybody's afraid of something. Come on. Just touch it. Take a little step over here. Put your toe in it. Come on, Monica.
No.
Come on. Monica's a chicken. Come on.
No, I can't.
Monica's a chicken. Oh, no. Come on. No. It's just water. Come on. See? Just water. I'm not drowning.
Mrs. Evans? When is it going to grow?
We have to be patient, sweetheart. Give it some time.
Will it grow before you leave?
What do you mean? I'm not leaving.
My daddy says we're going to go to Washington, D.C. and move away.
Oh, well, we're not sure about that, Gregory, but if I do, it won't be for a long time.
Just let me know, okay?
I promise. What are these kids gonna think if this ever comes out?
You can stop it before it does.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can. I took a step in the water. Now it's your turn.
But I know Marshall. He'll never quit. He'll keep showing up just when I'm not looking. You know, like last night.
Well, what if you find him first? You know, catch him by surprise, some public place where you feel safe, and tell him that you're not going to give him any more money.
I can't even find him. He always finds me first.
But if you could find him, you could do it, Angela. Meet him on your terms. Take the control away from him.
He's got the control because he's got the information.
But it's your word against his. Believe me, people like that will only go as far as you let them.
Okay, I'll do it. But I gotta find him first.
Oh, that can be arranged.
How?
I have friends in very high places.
You ruined my shot.
Good.
How'd you find me?
I've come to tell you that this business of ours is over.
Give me a minute, huh, guys? I'll catch up. Are you crazy? I told you I'd find you.
Well, I found you. And I'm telling you, you don't have control over me anymore. I'm not giving you another dime. I'm taking control now.
You've been reading those self-help books again, huh, honey? I own you, Angela. Don't you ever forget that.
It's just your word against mine. That's all you've got.
Well, actually, I have a lot more than my word. I like to have some insurance for days like this. Remember that party we had on the North Shore during that mayor's convention? Maybe that's why you love politics so much, huh? Yeah, remember?
I didn't know there was a camera.
Well, I'm a far-sighted kind of guy.
Oh, my God. I hate you.
You can keep the pictures. I have more. I think the best way to handle this in the future is to double next month's payment, okay? And don't ever try to find me again. Cheer up. Polls are looking good.
This will never end.
Good afternoon. I'm calling on behalf of Carter Evans. He's running for senator.
Have you considered a candidate yet?
Yes,
May I
ma'am. He's
talk
done
to
more
him?
for environmental issues and inner city kids than any candidate in the last 2 years.
Angela, phone call.
Of course I know what I'm talking about. He's my husband. Great. You won't regret it.
Well, to be honest, I'm rather apolitical myself, but I do encourage you to give Carter Evans fair consideration. Yeah. Bye.
Thanks. Angela Evans.
I want the money now, Angela.
Yes,
I'll meet you at the bank in 10 minutes.
I understand. I've got to have it for some lunch. How does Chinese sound?
Ooh, Chinese food. Do they have pot stickers?
Pot stickers, is that what you like?
No, I've never had them. I just like the word.
Okay. pot stickers it is, and when I get back, I'll help you out with the envelopes.
Oh, thanks, but I finished.
How did you do that?
I'm ambidextrous.
Angela, I've got a call from the Children's Hospital. They're expecting you there tomorrow for the press tour.
Sully, I told you, I've got my own way of helping out, and public appearances is not one of them.
Look, Angela,
Sully.
I gotta tell you, just between you and me, he can't win this thing without you. Now, I know you love him, so why don't you help him? You do love him, don't you?
Of course I do.
Who's Marshall? Thinking of you?
I have no idea.
Did you get the flowers?
Yes.
I hope no one got the wrong idea. There's only 9,000 here.
I can't withdraw the full amount or they're reported. I'll have the other 1,000 for you tomorrow.
I hate waiting, Angela. Make it 2,000.
Marshall, I can't. After this, there's nothing left. I'm all tapped out.
Maybe we should think of something else. Maybe I should volunteer on the campaign. Yeah, Carter wins, I'll be closer to the power.
Leave Carter out of this.
I want the money tomorrow, Angela. Or I'll ask Carter for it.
Hey.
Hi.
So, how was the boat?
It was fine. How was the reception?
What do you care?
I do care, you know that.
I don't know what you care about anymore, Angela.
Carter, I want to help, just not the way you want me to. You've got to let me find my own way, okay?
Yeah. Look, Sully's got to put together a campaign disclosure report. We need a complete rundown of our finances. You think you can put our bank statements together?
You need the bank statements?
Yes, I need the bank statements. You think you can do that for me, Angela?
Yeah.
If you do that, I promise, I won't ask you for anything else, okay?
Hi.
Hi. I saw your lights on.
Come on in.
Thanks. Carter has to release his financial statements.
How about some coffee?
That would be great. Thank you. Marshall wants more money. And he's threatening to tell Carter. Carter will barely even speak to me. All he wants is the bank records. I'm sorry to drag you into this, Monica, but you're the only one I can talk to.
That's what I'm here for. How much do you take? I've never actually made coffee before.
Here, let me help you with that. You know, it's funny. You seem to have all this wisdom, but you don't know how to make a cup of coffee.
That's the spice of life, I think. Everyone's on a different schedule. Maybe this is the night I'm supposed to learn how to make coffee. And maybe this is the night you're supposed to tell Carter the truth.
You know, I've rehearsed that moment 100 times. Sometimes I write it in a letter. Sometimes I say it at the door with my bags already packed. And sometimes I just say it on the phone because I can't bear to see his eyes when he looks at what it is you really married. But no matter how I practice it, it always ends in goodbye.
You've got to trust his love, Angela.
How can I expect him to forgive me when I can't even forgive myself? I was supposed to be this dynamic activist. And now all I do is I sit in my boat and I thank God that another day has passed and my secret is still safe.
You can't spend your life sitting in a boat staying safe. That's no life.
Listen to you. At least I'm in the boat. You can't even get your feet wet.
So I'll see you at preschool in the morning then.
If I couldn't teach anymore, would you consider taking my place?
That won't happen.
I'm glad I met you, Monica.
Me too.
Good night.
This is a very serious situation.
What do you mean?
Stay close to your friend, Monica. Her decision is at hand.
What decision?
Well, there's no telling what decision a woman will make when she doesn't respect herself.
Something's happening to me, Tess. I'm afraid.
Like being afraid of the sea? Sometimes we're afraid of what we can't control. But Angela is going to make her decision to let her secret free or to bury it deeper.
I wish I could make that decision for her.
That's not what love does.
I've never had a friend before.
Well, what am I, chopped liver?
You know what I mean. The more I get to know about human beings, the more I get to know about myself.
Well, while you're learning about human beings, I wish you'd learn to make a good cup of coffee.
Sully, have you seen Angela?
I wish.
Adam, I'm looking for Angela. Have you seen her? She forgot her life preserver.
No, she didn't forget it. Damn, I hate suicides. The hardest part of my job.
Has she?
Not yet.
Then there's still time?
You can't interfere. Come on, Monica, you know that. It's her decision.
Adam, if I could just make her see what she's doing.
Evans is not going to be your teacher anymore.
Did she go to Washington, D.C.?
No, she went to a place a little farther away.
But she was going to help me make this grow.
Angela, look.
I knew there was something wrong with the bottom of that boat. I was gonna re-rivet it when I got back. Never had a woman who was a friend before, you know. I think I just lost my best friend.
Oh, Angela, think of what you're doing.
If she changes her mind, you won't have much time. You know, the water's very cold.
I know. What about your husband?
Evans withdrew from the race last week after his wife's body was found on the shores of Mystery Lake, the victim of an apparent boating accident. A close college friend of Angela Evans suggests that her death was in fact a suicide, a failed effort to cover up the preschool teacher's past as a high-class call girl.
It was one of those things, kind of a double life. I tried to get her to come clean. It's always better that way, you know. But she was just afraid what her husband might do. She confided to me many times that he had been quite violent.
No. No, God. God, help me.
It's all right.
Monica.
I got you. Don't be afraid, Angela. Hold on. Adamish.
Alive and back on schedule.
Oh, thank God. Angela. Angela.
Are you?
Shh, shh, shh. Just relax.
You saved me. Are you?
I am an angel.
Like a real angel. Sent by him.
Sent by God, Angela.
I knew there was something about you. Something so strong. Something so fearless. Something I always wanted to be.
Shh. Look at me. Look at me, Angela. You are strong. You had the courage to make a sacrifice to save someone that you loved. And you taught me a lesson today. That love erases fear. For when I saw you out there, I would have dived into the deepest ocean to bring you back.
It might not have been such a good idea.
You made the choice, Angela. You want to live. You just don't want to live like this.
But I can't change the past. Can you?
But all you need to know about the past is that no matter what has happened, it has all worked together to bring you to this very moment. And it is this moment, right now, when you can choose to make everything new.
You know something about almost dying?
No, actually, I don't.
Well, all of a sudden, There's not a whole lot more to be afraid of.
Tess! She's the one who substituted today. Tess, this is Angela.
It's awfully nice to see you.
Hi.
Especially since we've been walking around this block 45 minutes waiting for you to get here.
Mrs. Evans, I missed you.
Oh, I missed you too, sweetie. And what do we have here?
It's Oscar. He grew.
That's Oscar? Well, he did grow, didn't he?
Well, we all have our little idiosyncrasies. You don't like water, and I'm not much on patience.
It's amazing, huh? Sit down. I need to talk to you about something. Please? I would never do anything to hurt you. You know that. And I've been staying in the shadows because there's something about me that could hurt you if it ever got out.
Go on.
Carter, do you remember when we first met? Do you remember how long it took me before I could let you make love to me? Do you remember that? Do you remember when I cried when you told me that you loved me? When I finally believed that you loved me? Well, that's because you were the first man. Carter, I put myself through school as a call girl. I was desperate for money, or I thought I was, and I just did it. I just did it. I closed my eyes and my heart, and I just did it. And it only lasted for a year. But when you started campaigning, the guy that got me into all of that started to blackmail me. And that's why I've been so distant. I'm sorry.
And I thought you were having an affair.
No.
I thought you didn't love me anymore.
I love you so much, I would leave if I thought it would help.
The most important thing in my life is not being senator. It's you. Loving you. Who you are, who you were, who you want to be.
I guess I should have told you years ago.
I would have married you anyway. Hey. Tell me about this guy.
Oh, he's out of control. I've completely tapped out the savings. And I think if he can't scare you, he'll just go to the press.
What do you think if we go to them first?
I think if it comes out, better it comes out on our terms.
That's what I'm thinking. Are you up for it?
I'm not afraid anymore.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming out. I realize it's a little last minute, but I have an announcement to make. As we gear up for the last part of this campaign, there is something my wife and I feel is necessary to share with you.
A few years ago, during a very difficult time in my life, I made a big mistake.
Well,
I'm doing it.
all I see is your little angel butt sitting on that seat.
You know, Tess, sometimes you can be really pushy.
That's what friends are for. Go.
What are you thinking about, Tess?
You remember that man who lived around here about 200-300 years ago, got lost in a blizzard?
Yes. Yes, I do. I led him to a cave.
He spent that winter ice fishing and concocting stories to tell to his tribe when he got back home.
I remember. He told them later that it was the most wonderful season of his life. He said that he had met himself that year.
People are too busy to meet themselves anymore. Everybody's faxing and modeming and onlining and inputting, downloading and overnighting. You don't like it? Change the channel. Push the button, escape, delete. You know, you can say anything to anybody, anywhere in the world, in seconds. But it still takes as much time as it ever took to know a soul, or mend a broken heart, or give birth to a child. Even in this world of change, some things just don't. And children like her, they get lost in the in-between.
What's her name?
Cassie. It's Cassie.
Dr. Klein, paging Dr. Klein. Telephone, please, Dr. Klein. Dr. Carroll, surgery, please.
I had a bag. Oh, my bag.
It's all here, Cassie. It's all right. Don't be afraid. I'll be with you all the time, and before you know it, you'll be holding your beautiful wee baby in your arms.
No, I won't.
When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time. I tell you, I'll walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
Keep breathing, Cassie. It's almost over.
I can't. It hurts.
I know, love. I know, but you're doing so well. Cassie, is there anyone outside you'd like to have in here with you?
I don't want anyone to see me like this. I just want to get it over with. Oh, another one's coming. I can't do it. I just gotta get out of here.
Take my hand. Cassie, take my hand. Is that your flute over there? Do you play in the orchestra in school? Cassie, I want you to imagine right now that you're playing a beautiful flute solo. A strong, simple melody. Can you hear it? And now the melody is joined by an oboe and a clarinet and a horn. Listen. Listen. And now the strings take it up, playing faster, driving the tune into a wild symphony. And the percussion arrives, and the whole orchestra crescendos into a powerful wave of sound that the flute is cresting way up on the top of until it's over. I'm glad you're a classical musician. I don't think we'd get the same effect with heavy metal.
Craig's band used to do metal, and then they went punk.
Craig?
Craig. He's
Craig.
$1 million baby, $1 million baby in the 5 and 10 cent store.
I'm telling you, it's happening right now. Can you believe this? As soon as Craig gets in, you tell him to get it over here or I'll kill him. Yeah, she's here. Listen. They're here too. Them. The parent people.
Joanne. Hi.
How long has she been?
She went into labor about 6 hours ago. They say she's really close.
Is Cassie all right?
Cass? I haven't been in there. She wants to be alone, I guess.
It's strange, isn't it? The happiest day of our lives must be one of the hardest ones for you.
Oh. It's, I never had a grandchild before. It's just a little tough to get one and lose one all on the same day.
But you and Cassie are always welcome in our home, you know that.
Oh, I'd better call my manager. Looks like I'm not going to make my shift. Shannon, you call your mom and tell her you're here?
She's getting acrylics done on her nails tonight.
Who's having the baby?
Well, we're not calling it having a baby. We're calling it giving birth.
Really?
Yeah, it's a temporary situation. See, my friend, she's giving birth. They're getting the baby. Actually, I was very instrumental in the whole selection process, you know.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Cassie. Take a deep breath. Now hold it. Push. 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 Okay, relax. Relax now.
You're doing it, Cassie. You're almost there.
Let's try again. Deep breath. Hold it. Push. Push. Here comes the head. Keep pushing. It's a girl.
I know. Oh, I've never seen it from this side before. Oh, isn't it something?
How long have you been working on OB? Don't remember seeing you around here before.
But I've been working upstairs.
Can I please get out of here now?
Don't you want to see your baby, Cassie?
You're just in time. She's hungry. She's an angel.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Dr. Seidelman, line
Something about a baby. I'll just drop anything to be near where they are.
Amber says don't worry about cheerleading practice because they're pushing tryouts back for another month. That's a whole 4 weeks to lose weight. And Randallin, she says hi and you owe her $20, but don't worry about that. And Jane Gerberding, she's being the typical snob that she is, and says that you should...
Hi.
Hi, Craig. Nice of you to drop by. So, where were you last night while this poor woman writhed in agony?
Shut up, Shannon.
I left the gig as soon as I heard, but the van broke down about 50 miles outside of Fort Harris.
How was the show?
It's great. I mean, they were really into it, especially the new songs.
Cool. This is Craig.
Hello, Craig. I've heard a lot about you.
Yeah, well.
Monica got me through last night. She's really into music.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I used to be in a choir. I'll be outside if you need me.
Shannon, you need some privacy.
Oh, right. Just remember, privacy got you into this.
You okay? Did it hurt?
Yeah. But I'm okay now.
The guy last night who owns the club, he really liked the band. And he wants us to play for 6 weeks straight.
In Fort Harris?
Yeah. I mean, it's not LA, but this guy owns clubs all over the place. If he likes us, we could be on the road for a year. The only problem is I have to go back tonight.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm really proud of you.
But you could come and visit or something, you know, on weekends. If you want. I mean, it's a long haul, but when you're ready, you know, after this. I think I saw them. The Feldmans. They were holding her. Can they do that yet?
The nurse asked me. I said it was okay. It's gonna be theirs anyway.
We're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, maybe in a year, I get a record deal. You graduate, then...
What did she look like?
She's awesome.
Hi.
Miss Peters.
I'm glad you're here, Craig. We can take care of this all at once. These are the final release papers. The lawyers filled everything out, so all you have to do is sign twice here. And here. Good. And
I'll call you.
the doctor said you could come home tomorrow. I think the sooner that you get back to school and move on, the better.
That's what everybody says.
How are you feeling?
Mother, I feel awful. I feel like a truck ran over me.
You know, when I had you, I cried for a week.
Thanks.
Oh, honey, that's not what I meant. I meant I understand. See you tonight.
What are you reading?
Legal stuff. Give up the baby stuff.
That must have been a very difficult decision for you.
Not really. I always said that if I got pregnant, this is what I'd do. So when it happened, it was kind of like fire drills at school, you know? I just knew what to do automatically.
Except that a fire drill isn't the same as a fire, huh?
I took a nap this afternoon. And when I woke up, my hands were like this. I spent 9 months pretending something wasn't there. Now that it's gone, I think I miss it.
Cassie.
I know I'm not supposed to see the baby, because then I won't want to give her up. And the baby won't want to go either. But all I can think of is that down that hall, there's a part of me that I may never see again. What's it gonna be like in 20 years if I never saw her? What's it gonna be like if I did? What should I do?
Cassie, that's a decision that only you can make. But I believe that if you truly make that decision out of nothing but love, it will be a decision that you can live with.
What can I do for you?
I'd like to see my baby.
Sure. Peters, I'll be right back.
I'd like a ticket to Fort Harris.
That'll be $38.50.
For one person?
Yep.
How far could I get for 20?
Trampfield.
Great.
Thanks.
Okay, baby. Let's go see your daddy.
Good morning, Cassie. Isn't it a lovely day? She must have said something to you. You're the one she talks to.
She didn't tell me. I mean, I don't know where she went. Unbelievable as that is.
Shannon, this is not the time to be covering for her. This is serious.
I swear I don't know.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I just need to find...
What's wrong? Is the baby all right?
The baby's not here. Cassie took her.
How did this happen?
I have no idea.
Does this mean that we've lost our baby?
I don't know. I don't even know if I've lost mine.
Mr. Walker, please call extension 244.
Monica, is the baby?
No.
Is Cassie?
Both gone.
And just where were you when this was going on anyway, Miss Wings?
You see, Tess, there's this wee girl up on the 3rd floor, and she's having an operation today, and she was really terrified about it, so I thought I'd sit with her for...
Maybe I should just resign.
What?
No. I'll transfer back to Revelations and Annunciations. At least there what I said was taken seriously. That little girl's operation was under control. And we thought Cassie and the baby were under control, too. Well, you just have to go get them.
Well, I know, and I better hurry.
As much as I hate to say this, take the car.
You would trust me with the car?
No, but what choice do I have? But just let me say this. If I see one nick in my paint job...
Don't worry about it, Tess.
Just give it a little gas before you start it. Not a lot or you'll flood it. And the left turn signal sticks.
It'll be just fine. I promise. I'll take care of it. Now, I better get going.
I know it's just a car. But it's my car.
What are you doing here?
You left so suddenly this morning I didn't get a chance to say goodbye.
Did you follow me?
In a way. I borrowed my friend's car.
But I took the train hours ago.
It's got a lot of get up and go. How's the wee one? Oh, there now, darling. There now. Oh, she's lovely.
What kind of nurse are you? Aren't you a little far from the hospital?
I'm a floater. I go where I'm needed. Where are you going?
I'm going to see Craig. He's playing in Fort Harris.
Fort Harris? Such an exotic sounding name. I think I'd like to go there. Do you want to lift?
If this is some way of trying to get me to go back.
No, it's a way of getting you where you want to be. Oh, she's lovely. Oh, I forgot.
Where did that come from?
Oh, my friend. She likes to be prepared.
I leave it alone. There's so much awfulness I want to see. But what do you want?
Hold on, guys. I need a minute.
Okay, guys. Take 5.
Cass, what happened?
I think I changed my mind. You were right. And she is awesome.
I think I'll check out the band. Hello. Hello. It sounds lovely. In an alternative sort of way.
What are you doing here?
I held her, Craig. I just couldn't let go. Aren't you glad to see me?
Oh, I'm sure. It's just that, we gotta practice. Hey, kid, want a drink? Cool it, man.
Come on, Craig. I mean, can't we just go and talk?
Cass, I can't go anywhere. I gotta practice.
Craig, you've got responsibilities now. Grow up. Act like you're supposed to. You're a father now.
Oh, come on, Cass.
No, Craig, you come on.
I signed the papers. And I gave her up. I thought that's what you wanted me to do.
Well, it's obviously what you wanted to do.
Cass, I love you. It's just that...
What?
It's just that there's things I want to do, you know? Before I become a father.
You already are one, Craig.
Damn it, Cass. What are you doing here? I mean, what do you want from me? I can't do anything. The baby belongs somewhere else now, and so do you. So do I. We made a mistake. Not a family.
We made a mistake. And a baby.
So don't make her pay for it.
Forget it. I'll do this myself.
What?
Keep the baby. And I don't care if you hope or not. So just go get drunk or something.
Cass.
Craig, just drop dead. Monica, can I keep riding with you?
I'll be here as long as you need me. Maybe she's hungry.
Maybe she knows her daddy doesn't want her. What's today?
Sunday.
Do you have any kids, Monica?
No. But to be honest, I've often wondered what it would be like.
Changes everything. A few months ago, a few weeks ago even, I would have spent Sunday with Shannon at a mall or a movie. I'd practiced my flute for a while. I don't think I'm ever gonna have another Sunday like that. But the funny thing is, when I look at her, it's okay.
Where are you going?
Well, thanks for the room, but I can take it from here.
Oh, Cassie, this is something you don't have to do alone.
Well, if Craig's not going to be a part of it, there's no other way for me to do it.
Why don't you call your mother?
My mother doesn't care. She thinks I'm a screw-up. Maybe I am. Look, I'll get a job and I can stay here for a while. This place is pretty cheap by the week. I'll be fine. Promise.
What is this? A flute?
Looks kind of beat up. I'll give you $50 for it.
$50, it's worth $1,000. My mother made payments on it for 2 years.
Yeah, well, what would your mother say if she saw you pawning it then?
I think she'd understand.
There's not much demand for flutes in this neighborhood. $100, take it or leave it. Little sister gonna miss hearing you play that flute.
She never heard me.
Well, it's not the Ritz, but it's a great view of the sign.
Oh, I wish they were somewhere else, Tess, but it's all she could afford. And only for 2 nights. After that...
After that, she's gonna have to start making some decisions.
Tess, what am I supposed to be doing with Cassie? Am I supposed to get her to go back to the Feldmans? Or am I supposed to help her to keep her baby?
You're supposed to help her become a good mother. Now, that's all I can tell you.
I'm not sure I know what a good mother is.
Oh, you'll know one when you see one.
Well, it isn't the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper.
Adam, what are you doing here?
Just hanging around.
I'm beginning to worry about you, son. You're not starting to burn out, are you?
Nah, I was made for this kind of work.
Well, taking people home to their reward can wear a soul down, especially if you feel misunderstood. Hang in there.
Thanks, Tess. Listen, I have some information about the Peters baby.
But you don't handle babies.
Just thought I'd pass the information along. The baby's very sick.
Sick? How sick?
The doctors won't get these test results until tomorrow morning, but by then...
Cassie, wake up. Cassie, the little one is very ill. You must take her to a hospital. Cassie, wake up.
Monica? Oh, God. Oh, God, no. Come on, baby, wake up. What's wrong with you?
Dr. Cottrell. Dr. Janet Cottrell. Hello? Hello?
Cassie, honey?
Dr. Phil Parker. Emergency admitting.
assuming that you don't have any insurance?
Insurance? No, I don't think so.
Okay, well then I need to get your address and your phone number.
I don't live here. I've been staying in a motel.
Okay, well, I need the phone number of the hotel.
I don't know. It's the Great Little Lodge.
Get ready to put the line.
How about place of employment?
I've been looking.
Honey, do you know your blood type?
No.
Sit down. Roll up your sleeve. I'll need to draw some blood. Okay, are you an emancipated minor?
I don't know.
Well, where are your parents?
I'm glad you got her in when you did, Miss Peters. She's a very sick little girl.
Squeeze.
Miss Peters, we think your baby has hemolytic anemia. What that means is you and your baby probably have different blood types. And your body has made antibodies against the baby's red blood cells. If there were some new red blood cells, by transfusion, she could die.
Die?
You're very lucky you got in here when you did. After the baby's transfusion, she's going to have to stay in the hospital for a few days until all of your antibodies have been cleared from her bloodstream. The nurse is going to give you some consent forms to sign.
We'll give you an update on your baby in about an hour.
Monica? Monica?
Cassie? Cassie?
Monica. The baby. The baby.
The baby's going to be just fine.
She could have died because of me, because of my blood. I almost killed her.
No, it's not your fault. You did nothing wrong, Cassie. And now you've saved the baby.
How am I gonna take care of her? I never knew being a mother would feel like this. It's so every moment. I'm just a kid. I'm not a good mother.
Cassie, you are a good mother because you know what it is to love your baby more than yourself.
But how do I know the Feldmans are the right parents for her?
Well, no one knows the future, Cassie. I can tell you this. Your daughter's going to have a wonderful life. She's going to have freckles just like you. And she'll have skinned knees and maybe a broken arm. But she'll win the 4th grade spelling bee and she'll become president of her sophomore class. And she'll fall in love a few times. Oh, and Cassie, she'll play the violin in the Chicago Symphony Orchestra.
How do you know that?
Because I'm an angel.
You mean like a psychic or something?
No, this is not a prediction, Cassie. It's a message. Do you remember when you were a child and you used to pray at night, "Please, God, let me make beautiful music"? Well, that prayer will be answered for generations to come because the beautiful music, it started with you.
She's just gonna yell at me.
Why don't you give her a chance?
Come with me?
Mm-mm. You found a mother for your baby. Now it's time to find your own.
Mom?
Thank God. The baby?
She's okay. She's outside with a friend.
I've been making dinner every night, just in case.
I know. I screwed up, Mom.
I don't know. Maybe you did what any other mother would do, given the circumstance. You'd made your decision. The Feldmans were there. Everything was planned, except for how you'd feel. That's the only thing that no one thought of. I'm sorry. When I walked into that empty hospital room, I was so afraid that I would never see you again. And I knew how you must be feeling. We both know that we can't keep her, Cassie. But I will never, never blame you for wanting to.
Oh, Mom. I'm gonna miss her so much.
No, baby. I know.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
Ben and I have learned a lot about faith as we waited for our baby to join our lives. For that reason, the name Faith seems perfect for this little baby girl. It means so much to have you here with us today, Cassie.
Thank you. I'm sorry for the worry I caused you. I just needed some time. But we've had that time together. Faith and I. She's ready to be your little girl now. But if it's okay, can I spend one last moment alone with her? I'll never forget you.
I hope not.
You won't remember this, baby, but I will.
your assets, liquid and non-liquid, plus your odd dividend or two, and several very chancy global mutual funds.
Do I really need to know all this?
Honey, you are plunging into the lion's den. You're gonna be dealing with a lawyer.
Well, then shouldn't I be learning more about the law?
Oh, baby, this isn't about the law. It's about a man who happens to be a lawyer who handles estates, wills, inheritance, the things people leave behind that they think are important. The poor fella lives in fear of anything that isn't signed, sealed, and delivered.
Oh, Tess, I wish you were here. I've never dealt with a lawyer before.
Well, get used to it. They make up a lot of our business. Now, I'm still going to be hung up here for a while with this TV anchor man. I'm having a devil of a time convincing him he's not the second coming. Now, get going, baby, and remember, God loves lawyers, too.
Here, let me. Hello, I'm Monica. I'm your new assistant.
You think I need an assistant? They say I need one. Oh my God, they're gonna fire me. I'm Charles Hibbert. They're gonna fire me.
I don't think so, Mr. Hibbert.
I'm toast.
May I call you Charles?
As long as I'm here, I guess. Do you enjoy estate work? Have you had any experience with living wills? We're getting a lot of living wills now, you know.
Living wills? No. These are fascinating.
Thank you. They're all authentic. This is an actual mortgage payment check signed Ernest Hemingway. It's late. It's an actual promissory note signed by Abraham Lincoln.
Wow.
And this is my prize.
Hey,
Yes, Mr. McGregor.
did you make the final distribution on the Wellesley estate?
Yes, I just tracked down the last heir a minute ago, a distant niece.
Well, what are you standing here for? Chop, chop. I want this case closed yesterday. Take what's her name and show her the ropes. Flipper!
Yes, sir, Mr. McGregor.
I'm definitely fired. Boy, that was fun. Driving along? Robin Dunwoody?
Yo.
My name is Charles Hibbert. I'm a lawyer with McGregor and Will. We represent the estate of your late Uncle Wellesley.
I don't have an Uncle Wellesley.
Actually, you do.
No, I don't think so. Not a grape?
Miss Dunwoody, whether you remember your Uncle Wellesley or not, he remembered you in his will. May I see some ID, please?
I have an Uncle Wellesley. $200,000? Wow.
Please, sign here, please.
This is like the best thing that's ever happened to me. I've got an uncle and $200,000. This is way cool.
Oh, look at that signature, huh? Big round O's, curly Y. She'll probably put it in straight savings at 2.25%.
I think she's rather nice. I'm glad that we met her.
Well, I'm just glad I finally did something to get on McGregor's good side.
Oh, Mr. Hibbert?
Yes, Mr. McGregor.
I'd like you to meet Robin Dunwoody. She's been out of the country until recently.
Robin Dunwoody?
Yeah, you idiot. She's Wellesley's niece. You gave the money to the wrong woman.
Oh, dear.
When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun goes
Charles, are you all right? Charles?
Oh, Mr. McGregor, I don't know what to say.
I do. You're fired.
Thank you.
I'm going to sue you for every last dollar.
Miss Dunwoody, please, let's not get precipitous.
Can't we just stop payment on the check?
It's been cashed.
Oh, God.
Then all we need is to ask the other Robin Dunwoody to return the money. Then Miss Dunwoody here can have her inheritance and Mr. Hibbert can get his job back.
Oh, I wouldn't bet on that.
How can he get the money back if he doesn't work here anymore, you idiot?
How do you propose to retrieve the funds, Mr. Hibbert?
Well, just give us a chance. I can tell that Charles has a plan brewing right now as we speak.
Get the money. You can have your job back.
Thank you, Mr. McGregor. I assure you, nothing like this will ever happen again. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine that another Robin Dunwoody would... She better be here. She better have the money, or
what?
I'll be labeled an imbecile. I'll be expelled from McGregor and Will. Never again will I execute the provisions of a living trust. Never again will I contest a will.
Charles, sometimes endings are just opportunities.
Sometimes endings are just endings. Miss Dunwoody, I need to speak to you. It's urgent. Miss Dunwoody, it's Charles Hibbert. There's been a slight mistake.
She don't live there no more.
What do you mean? I saw her here yesterday.
She moved on. It's my camper. I rent to her. She paid up, moved out, gone.
She paid up?
What are you, boyfriend?
No. I'm a lawyer.
Lawyer, huh? I said I don't know. Hey, too much water. They're all dying. I told you. Now what am I going to do? What?
How do you know they're all dying? They're very hardy, you know. Sometimes they just need a little coaxing.
Dying is dying. See?
I bet a bunch of these would look nice in Robin's new place.
$2,500 square feet, say $350 per square foot. First and last month down, a security deposit. Oh, my.
Well, at least she hasn't decorated yet.
Delivery for Robin Dunwoody?
This does not bode well.
Sign here, please.
Thank you.
Oh, hi, you guys. Oh, cool. It's here. Isn't it great?
Reminds me of an old friend of mine.
Miss Dunwoody, don't you ever lock your doors? You know, people get killed that way.
When I lived in Bali, we didn't even have doors. But thank you for asking. Want a bite?
Am I to assume you purchased these items with the money we gave you yesterday?
Yes. It was incredible. All my life, I've wanted to spend an entire day in a shoe store and not even look at the prices.
Well, I'm afraid you're going to have to give those back.
Yeah, I know they make my calves look really fat.
I have no opinion about your calves, but you see,
There's been a wee bit of a mistake.
that's right. You see, you're the wrong Robin Dunwoody. You don't have an Uncle Wellesley.
No Uncle Willie?
No. So, I'm afraid you're going to have to give us the money back.
I thought you said it was mine.
Well, I thought it was.
But that's not my fault. You made me take it.
Well, now I'm making you give it back.
How much?
How much? All of it.
But I spent some of it.
How much?
Well, the shoes, the hang glider, the accordion. When I was a little girl, I had a kind of father thing for Myron Florin. You know the guy from Lawrence Welk? He played the accordion. Oh, and my sarcophagus. I've always wanted something Egyptian.
Did you buy any furniture?
No. So I was going to start with the sarcophagus and then just, decorate around it. So I guess I didn't spend that much.
What are we talking here?
Well, $70,000.
I'm not having a very good day.
I wouldn't say that. You're doing fine.
Would you like some chamomile tea? It's very good for the nerves.
I don't want any tea. I want my $200,000 back.
How about 130?
I want it all. I want it all. I want my money back.
I thought it was Uncle Wellesley's.
You don't have an Uncle Wellesley.
It would have been nice to have an uncle. Or something. Even somebody twice removed. I haven't had a lot of experience with relatives.
Well, you're going to have a lot of experience with prison if you don't get that $200,000 back.
Hey! You made me take it! God, I said I didn't have an Uncle Wellesley. You said, yes, you do. I said, no, I don't. You said, yes, you do. So here's the money. Here's the rest of it.
You've been carrying this money around in your purse? What does it mean when it's faster than you can blink?
Miss Dunwoody.
Call me Robin.
Robin, I know how disappointed you are, but you see, Mr. Hibbert really needs to recover the entire amount of money.
I know, and I would give it back if I could, but I told you I spent it.
Well, then we'll just have to return everything.
Everything?
Yes, everything.
I need a hand to put the pain away. I can't think about yesterday. I wanna see which way to go. Just get me to tomorrow, Sunday. I'm gonna find my way out. To make my thing. Get me to the next day. Got to see the way it goes.
I'm sorry, but there's no food allowed in the store.
How on earth could one person buy so many shoes, so many ugly shoes?
I cried because I had no shoes until I met a man who had no taste.
Who said that?
I did.
What are you doing, girl? You're not going to start prancing around in these sexy things, are you?
No. Tess, isn't it amazing the different ways people think of to protect their feet?
That's nothing. Look what they think of when they start trying to protect their hearts.
Charles? Poor dear. I can't even see his heart from here.
Then you just got to get closer. Let me see that one.
Which one?
Over there. That little red number. I could really do some damage in that.
And 4. There you go, $1,254.62.
Wait a minute. There's a pair missing.
Oops.
I can't take these back. They've been customized.
Customized?
This is what they should look like. Hers have been ruined.
Where were you raised? Mars?
Listen, buddy, I've been supporting myself since I was 16. This is called independent thinking. Gotta try it sometime.
Can't we just prorate the return?
Absolutely not.
But the toes represent a very small portion of the shoe. 3-4% tops.
Charles, Robin needs something to wear. She can't walk around barefoot.
Why not? She's probably walked around nude.
Come on. You want the rest of the money back, don't you?
Okay. But I'm writing this down.
Thanks, Charlie. See that building over there?
Yeah.
I was gonna rent that. Go into business.
Oh, dear.
Maybe someday you still can. What will it be?
A combination laundromat, disco. You know how single people are always going to laundromats? I mean, what better place to meet other singles, right? You have a drink at the bar while you wash and you dance while you dry. I was gonna call it splash dance.
Why don't you just call it dance and dry?
Oh, that's cool. I'll think about it.
What could you have possibly bought here?
Nothing. I paid off my ex-boyfriend's bookie. Maybe Smokey will give it back.
Bookie? Maybe we should just forget about this one. How much did your boyfriend owe?
$17,000.
$17,000?
Yeah, $17,000. Hey, Smoke Man.
Hey. Who's the new boyfriend?
I am not a boyfriend.
Robin, you married this?
He's not my husband, Smokey. I just came to get my money back. You got anything to eat?
What do you mean back?
Well, you see, the money wasn't really hers, so it wasn't really hers to give away.
So that's supposed to make me give it back?
You know, bookmaking is illegal.
So is putting jerks in comas.
Tell you what. One game, stripes and solids.
Give me a break.
Oh, come on. Just a friendly game. You don't seem very busy. I would have taken you for a lot of things, Mr. Smokey. But a chicken isn't one of them.
Okay, babe, you're on.
Your break.
Solid. Just stripes and solids. Just smoking.
Okie dokie, Smokey. 4 ball. Side pocket. And the 6 ball left corner. Not forgetting my favorite. Number 7 in that corner. One and 3. Into the corner, into the 2 opposite corner, into the 5 side pocket, kissing the 8.
What are you, delusional? The cue ball's blocked by the 8.
Oh! Oh!
Whoa!
Where did you ever learn to play like that?
Well, I once worked in a pool hall as a sort of security guard.
I've been looking for a woman like you. I'd give anything to learn how to make a shot like that.
Really? How about $17,000?
Right.
Oh, come on. With a trick shot like that, a betting man could easily make that back in a night.
Tell you what, I'll have the money by 3. You show me this shot, I'll give you the money.
3 a.m.?
Here?
That's when things just start warming up, dude.
Touched by an Angel will continue.
He's not giving the money back. I'm gonna die here. We're sitting here waiting for someone to come murder us. This was not the way I was gonna go.
Oh, you've got that all planned, huh?
Irregular heartbeat, 73% probability I'll be gone before I'm 40. Although the odds are going up.
When I go, I'd like it to be meaningful. I would like to go saving someone else's life.
Have you made out your will? It's never too early, you know.
Is that all you ever think about? Death? And your job?
Death is my job, and my job is my life.
Well, at least if something does happen, I'll die with my boots on, thanks to you.
Monica, come here and fix my vertical, will you?
How's life on the 6 o'clock news?
My anchor man. That boy's gonna end up doing the farm report in Peoria if he doesn't start listening to old Tess. But please, don't get me started. How's your lawyer?
Did you hear what he said? He has a heart problem. He could die.
Yes, I heard what he said. When are you going to learn to stop hearing and start listening, Miss Wing? Is he dead?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? Look over there and tell me, is the man dead?
Well, no.
Don't you be worried about how much time he's got. That's all taken care of. You just worry about how he spends it. And with whom.
Robin?
She's got the cure to that man's real heart trouble.
Robin?
The Lord, he moves in mysterious ways.
You know, I was thinking that there's no need for us to stay here until 3 o'clock. Maybe you two would like to go someplace, have a nice dinner, and we could all come back later.
Well, once I leave, I don't know if I could come back.
Oh, come on, Charlie. Let's get out of here. Go someplace nicer.
Oh, yeah, much better.
Come on, Charles. Listen to this. It used to be an old man's club. Moose's or something.
Moose! The plural is singular.
Oh, sure, I'd love to.
I can't help but wonder which one of those kids I'm going to see later in Traction.
They're expressing themselves.
Whatever happened to the gavotte and the minuet? You remember the minuet? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bow and curtsy. Kept the hormones in a state of perpetual anticipation. Now that's my kind of dance. Of course, in his case, maybe he ought to do a little less anticipating and a little more expressing.
He will. I hope.
Charles, you're a madman out there.
Am I?
Yes, you're wearing me out.
I took an Arthur Murray dance class once. It was free.
Come here. That's better. It doesn't gonna make out.
What?
I'm hungry, aren't you?
Are you always hungry?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yes! Wow, 1959. This is really old.
Not as old as the cheese.
So just have the wine. Did you do the honors? Can I ask you a question? What do you spend your money on? Because I know you don't spend it on going out to clubs or on clothes
Or sarcophagi. Sarcophagus, Latin, plural, suffix.
You think I'm nuts?
I think. How could you spend $17,000 to pay off somebody else's debt?
Okay, I never picked the right guys, and Tommy was definitely one of the wrong ones. But this time, I even picked the wrong horse. Randy Robin. And Tommy lost. So I paid it back. Sometimes you just gotta do what feels right.
Autographs. I collect autographs.
Like Elvis?
I collect rare signatures of historical figures. I guess you could call it my secret passion.
That's your secret passion, huh?
Yeah. Signatures on monetary documents. My prized possession is Alexander Hamilton's personal expense diary. Boy, was he a spendthrift. What a waste.
Alexander Hamilton, huh? I did a paper on him in college once.
You did? You went to college?
Yeah, political science. So you have Alexander Hamilton's petty cash book. Cool. So how much did he spend on that gun that he used in the duel with Aaron Burr?
$7.
$7?
I thought you said it warms up here.
Depends.
So have you got the money?
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, the chick teaches me the shot here. You go with Snake to his office, he'll give you the grease.
Snake will give me the grease. Yeah.
This is really nice of you, Smokey.
You ready, babe?
Well, I'll just go transact my business with Mr. Snake. And I'll be right back.
It's really very easy if you're at all familiar with quantum calculus as it pertains to geometry.
This is your office?
This is where I transact my business.
I'm never going to see that $17,000, am I? Snakes. Interesting name. What was that, Welsh?
Hey, you don't want to go in there.
Oh, but I think that I do. Snake, I'm very disappointed in you. The least you could do is give the man a fair fight, you know, give him a chance at least. Well, this should work. This should do. With a few modifications. go through this at all. Considering that Robin's boyfriend never really owed $17,000 in the first place. Did he, Smokey? Randy Robin didn't lose the race. Where is the joy of winning if you have to cheat, Smokey, huh? You know, I think that ought to do it, Charles. Unless, of course, Smokey here wants to hand over the money. I think you'll find it in your back pocket.
Forget it. Come on, Snake, let's get out of here.
I told you, I used to be in security.
Well, it's there. 17,000. Only 20,000 more to go.
I can't get it.
What do you mean?
It's gone. I can't get it back.
I'm a lawyer. I can get anything back.
Look, what if I took out a loan or something and paid the rest back a little at a time?
Mr. McGregor wants the money back today. In 6 hours. What did you buy? A petting zoo? 3 years of psychotherapy? Or did you just bail another boyfriend out of jail?
I can't give it back. I just can't. I'm sorry. Charles.
Cutting it a little close with that snake man, weren't you?
I know.
You know I saved your little angel butt with that police siren?
That was you? Nice touch.
Well, it would have been louder, but the volume shot on this thing.
Tess, I'm worried about Charles. His heart could
His heart is fine. Those are just panic attacks.
But
he just uses that old heart-skipping-a-beat business to talk himself out of life. That's all. Nothing's really wrong with the man's heart, except he's terrified of letting it out again.
Again?
Well, what if you ran away from home and nobody noticed?
What if you gave away your heart and nobody cared?
Yeah, see? You're catching on. Go on over there and do some open-heart surgery, baby.
Charles.
Is she back?
No, Robin has gone.
But she's the only one who knows where the last $20,000 is. What do I do now?
Charles.
Oh, my God. This is it.
Shh, Charles. You're all right. You're going to be just fine.
No, I'm not. I'm having a heart attack. Call an ambulance.
There's nothing wrong with your heart.
That's not true. I'm dying.
Easy, Charles. You're safe. This is the last time this will ever happen. Trust me.
This isn't one of those near-death experiences, is it?
In a way.
But where's the tunnel? Did I miss it?
You weren't that close to dying.
And you're...
An angel.
That would be consistent with my experience. And what you said about my heart?
Is true. You're fine.
I'm not dying?
No. All your life you've been afraid of life. And if you hadn't convinced yourself that you were dying, then you'd decide you were too fat or too short or too anything as long as it could convince you to hide. But God made you, Charles, and he knew what he was doing. You're not too anything, except almost too late.
If you're an angel, why didn't you just give me the $200,000 back in the first place?
That would have just saved your job. I'm here to save the rest of your life.
How?
Share it with Robin.
Robin? Oh, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? I'm an angel. I know about these things.
She's absolutely wrong. She's wild. She's unpredictable. She doesn't have any major medical or any kind of retirement package. She's impulsive and I'm gonna miss her. I don't even know how to find her.
Where would you go if you were hurt?
I did hurt her, didn't I?
Do you remember the Christmas that you ran away and a nice lady came and helped show you the way back home?
You?
No, my friend Tess, but can you remember where she found you?
I was hiding in my secret hiding place under the 11th Street Bridge.
Everybody has a hiding place.
Robin said she used to hide. That's it. I know where she's hiding. Angels. See, facing east toward the sun. That's the orphanage. She said she used to crawl out the window and sit with the angels and watch the sun come up over the coffee pot, over there. See, that new building? There used to be an old coffee company there with a big billboard on top with a coffee pot that poured real coffee and had steam and everything. That's where the sun would rise. Come on.
Oh, of course it scared us half to death whenever we caught her up there with those angels. I don't know how many times we forbade her, but, well, Robin has always been a headstrong young lady.
I can imagine. Have you...
And as I remember, she even named them. There was Mo, Curly, Larry, and Shemp. Shemp was her favorite.
Yes, well, have you seen...
Oh, what a joy she's grown up to be. She does volunteer work here, tutoring mostly. But she plays with the younger children and helps in the kitchen whenever she can.
Have you seen her lately?
Just yesterday. She came with an answer to our prayers.
$20,000.
Enough to remodel our kitchen and keep our lunch program going, which we desperately need.
What a blessing that must have been.
Oh, it was a miracle.
It was Robin.
Now, what can I help you with?
Well, we were just wondering if Robin...
Well, actually, we don't need anything. Thank you, sister.
Thank you very much, Sister Mary Frances.
My pleasure. Have we met somewhere before?
Charles, where are you going?
I don't know. I don't care. You were wrong. God was wrong. She's not the right kind of woman for me at all. What kind of woman gives away $20,000 like that?
A great woman.
A really great woman. Too great for me.
No, I don't believe that. And neither does she. When did a living will ever make you feel like that, hmm?
Which one is Shem?
This one?
Sorry about what I said last night. I didn't mean it. I just got scared.
I don't blame you. You could lose your job.
Doesn't matter. I'm quitting.
Sorry about the 20,000.
Don't worry. It's covered.
How?
I'm gonna sell my Alexander Hamilton expense book.
You don't have to do that.
Sometimes you just gotta do what feels right.
Wow, it's worth 20,000, huh?
Actually, it's worth 40. So, I thought I'd use the rest of it to open out the dance and dry.
Oh, yeah?
With you. I mean, if that sort of thing interests you. There's sound reasoning for it. On the other hand, I love you. I love you.
I love you too. She's late.
There's no such thing as late. Destiny picks its own time.
What do I do when it happens, Tess?
Destiny doesn't happen. It arrives. And when it does, you either batten down the hatches and wait till it blows over, or you swing open the gates and invite it into supper.
I wish it had a way of showing itself so she'd know what she's dealing with.
Then it wouldn't be destiny.
And I wouldn't have a job.
Go, girl. Now you're catching on. Hark.
Hark?
I miss the old days.
I need to talk to you. We need to talk. I need to know where we stand. I need to know where I stand.
Hi, listen, the Gallagher motion to dismiss has to be filed by 5 o'clock. Okay. Oh, and listen, call Hardwick and spell it out for him. No, he cannot jump bail and spend Thanksgiving in New Jersey. Show him a map and explain the concept of state lines to him. Hello? Hello? Damn.
Are you listening to me, mister? Because I'm only gonna say this once. Hello? Operator? Hello? Hello? Are you hurt? That depends. Are you calling an ambulance or a lawyer?
I am a lawyer.
Figures. Drive to kill, right?
What? Are you implying that this was my fault?
Well, why don't you try driving on the right side of the road?
I had to
This isn't
swerve to
England,
get
you know.
out. I was on the wrong side of the road.
Don't make me on the right.
Which one is Megan?
Nature girl. That's the trouble with destiny. You can never dress for it.
invited to dinner.
It's nice, baby. It's really nice. When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time. I tell you, I'll walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
I was coming around the curve and I deliberately had my foot. Have a wee bit of a scrape, did you?
Do you have a phone?
Oh, there's not a phone around here for miles.
Mine can't hold a signal.
That's a pity.
Are you okay? Anybody hurt? I'm fine. How about you?
Oh, I'm fine. Well, maybe a little... No, I'm fine. Where's the nearest gas station?
Right next to the nearest phone.
Oh, great! This is just great!
It is, isn't it? You know, we were hoping to have some company over the holidays.
Oh, do you live here?
Oh, yes. We have a house just through those gates. And since it'll be dark soon...
Do you have a car? I have got to get out of here.
If she has a car, I have as much right to it as you do.
I had the right of way,
I had the right
lady.
of way.
What are
You were on the wrong
about?
side of the ledge.
Are you kidding?
Please. The car isn't here, and the phone hasn't been put in yet, and hardly a soul ever comes down around this road. But we have good food, we have warm beds, and we have a great fire in the hearth. You're very welcome to spend the night with us. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Let's just be thankful that you lived to see it. Is anyone expecting you for Thanksgiving?
No. I thought I was spending it with my boyfriend, but plans changed. I was on my way back to the city. I don't know how I ended up on that road.
No service, no service, I'm roaming. I'm roaming. I'm roaming. I'm roaming.
That's a llama.
Who are you? Dr. Doolittle?
Wow, I used to dream about a place like this. What is that, cedar?
Mm-hmm. Cedar in the hearth, fire in the soul.
I love the smell of cedar. Yes.
What is that, a turkey?
Yeah, but don't get attached.
Your room is on the top floor, and yours is at the top of the stairs.
Excuse me, but before we all split up, I think that I must insist that we exchange driver's license and ID.
Do you really think that's necessary?
Relax, counselor. We'll get it.
We were involved in an accident. And whether or not we can report it, I think we should still follow certain protocol.
Excuse me? We are all ladies of good character here. And I must insist that the business matters be left outside at the door. Now, those cars are not going anyplace tonight, and neither are you. So let's just play nice. My name is Tess, and this is my friend Monica. And you are?
Susanna.
Susanna will do just fine. So you must be?
Megan.
Megan, nice to meet you. Welcome. Make yourselves at home. Whatever you find, you may use. Dinner is at 8, and bring a new word to share with the others.
Pardon me?
A word? What is this, a game?
Uh-huh. You did great. Look at all this stuff.
This is a very delicate business. You could throw off the whole balance.
Oh, come on, Monica. It's Thanksgiving. I've got the time off, and I can't think of anyone I'd rather spend it with than the two of you.
Adam, we are working.
I'll help.
I can't have the angel of death running through somebody's destiny.
Well, who knows? Maybe I'm supposed to be a part of it.
This is Adam, a friend of the family passing through. So I persuaded him to join us for the weekend.
I'm sure that Thanksgiving will be very lovely, but I plan to be gone first thing in the morning, one way or another.
That would be a shame.
I'm meeting my husband, actually. He must be worried sick. I mean, we've never been apart for a holiday. Could you give me a lift in the morning?
A lift?
Well, tomorrow's a very long way off.
Right, Susanna. We usually end our meal with a new word, and I'm ready to hear yours.
I've got a word for her.
Quittance.
Quittance?
I know that word. I use it all the time.
Oh, what does it mean?
I don't know. I just say it and people nod as if they understand.
You're full of it.
Yeah.
Quittance. Repayment. Reparations. Satisfaction of payment.
That's not a new word for you. That's legalese. That's cheating.
I don't cheat.
I've got a word. Rodomontade.
Excuse me?
Rodomontade. Hot air, pretension, bull. You know what, counselor? You've been working too hard.
You may be right. I'm going to go to bed. Good night. Dinner was very nice.
Well, I think I'll go for a walk.
Where did you learn how to play?
Funerals?
Describe your first love. How do I make a difference here, Tess? You know I've never been in love before. I don't know anything about romance.
Don't start. This is not a destiny of romance, Monica. This is a moment of truth. And love is only a part of the truth. This is a house where deception cannot live. And we're nurturing a friendship that may not last long, but it will be based on truth. And the truth shall set them free.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Did you sleep well?
Great. Actually, really great. I found this outfit. I hope you don't mind.
Of course not. That's what it was there for.
It's beautiful. Thanks.
Come on, baby. Sit over here by me.
You loaned her an outfit?
Mm-hmm. I left one for you, too.
You did?
I guess you weren't looking. You know, it's too bad you have to leave. There's nothing like a stroll through these grounds wrapped up in a nice, warm cardigan.
I had a favorite old cardigan. It was really an ugly, beige, shapeless thing with one of those awful roll collars, but I thought it was just beautiful. It had belonged to my father. It always smelled of his aftershave. I wore it all through college, till it fell apart.
Good morning, ladies. And happy Thanksgiving.
Adam, I got a job for you. See that turkey over there?
Alexander?
What did I tell you? Don't go getting sentimental on me. That's Thanksgiving dinner walking away right there.
No.
Send him to his reward and do it quickly.
Come on, Tess, not me.
Who else? If anyone should know when his time is up, it's you.
Excuse me? I was hoping that Adam could give me a lift to the nearest service station.
Oh, Adam hasn't got a car.
Well, then how did you...
A friend dropped me off, but tell you what, I have had experience with things that cease to function, so I could take a look at your cars for you.
But that might take a long time, won't it, Adam?
Yeah, it might take all day. Or longer.
It's gonna take Adam all day to get that car in running order. Now, you can fidget around on one foot and get your bloomers in a knot, or you can put that on and make a day of it. Either way, it's gonna take the same amount of time. Dinner's at 8.
What are you looking at? Haven't you ever made angels in the mud? Ah! Ah!
Oh. Hold really still. It looks great.
Oh, can I have copies of this for Child Lawyers Monthly? I think I've finally lost it.
Sanity's overrated.
That is the last place on earth that I expected to be on Thanksgiving. Posing in a pond in a wet t-shirt contest with a llama.
Well, what happened yesterday? Did you get lost?
I didn't think I was lost, but I must have taken a wrong turn somewhere.
Story of my life. You ever wonder how that works? You go right instead of left. You cross the street here instead of there, and in a second, you've changed your life and you don't even know it.
I met my husband on a street corner in a newsstand. I wonder where I'd be today if I hadn't stopped to buy a newspaper.
He must be really worried about you.
He never worries about me.
Well, he ought to see you now.
I'm really a mess, aren't I?
No, you look very elemental. Very beautiful, actually. Really, trust me, I do this for a living. You've got a fabulous profile and this great quality. You should let it out more.
My husband always says that. You have this great quality. He told me once that I was beautiful, but he doesn't remember because he was talking in his sleep. What about you? Do you have a husband? Boyfriend? Significant other?
Significant nightmare.
Ah, is that why you're alone on Thanksgiving?
I always used to laugh at married people who would talk about their other half. Now I think I know what that means.
If you find one, hold on to it, or it'll just slip away. And you don't know how to get it back.
I'm trying to, but he's... Well, it's complicated.
Well, it's always complicated. I had an accident, sort of.
It looks like you had yourself some fun. It's all right. Just admit it. We've got more mud, more fun, and more clothes. So can I assume you'll join us for dinner?
Well, Adam hasn't fixed my car yet, has he?
I don't believe so. You have a fabulous profile.
Hope it's what you need.
It's great.
Are you good at it? Picture taking?
Some people think so.
Why do you suppose people take pictures?
Well, I think deep down it's our way of declaring war on death. You take a picture of something, and if it goes away, you still have a piece of it.
It seems to me that it's better to have all of it for a while than a piece of it forever.
Excuse me, where's the woman who was driving that car?
She's fine. She's down at the house.
What house?
Just right through those gates. Just follow the road.
Thanks.
When you see this, I think I got some great shots. She's so pretty. She doesn't even know it.
Excuse me. I'm looking for my wife.
Wait till she sees this.
She was supposed to meet me last night out near the lake, but she never showed up. I figured she got caught up in some business thing or something, but...
Jack!
Sonny, are you all right?
I had an accident. Oh, a little one. I'm fine, but there was no phone.
I thought I lost you.
Oh, Monica, Megan, come here. I want you to meet my husband. Megan, this is my husband, Jack.
Hello. I just met your wife yesterday. It was an accident.
Ah,
Oh, well, it wasn't really an accident. I mean, nobody was hurt. But the cars aren't going anywhere right now. By the way, I'm Monica.
hi.
They let us spend the night. How did you find me?
Well, when you didn't show up and you didn't answer at home, I called everybody I could think of, and then I just got in the car and I started looking.
You were really worried about me.
Well, here you are. You're fine. Why don't we get your stuff, and we'll just come back to the car later.
Oh, I promised that I'd stay for Thanksgiving dinner. This is such a wonderful place, and I'm just beginning to relax. Can we stay?
Look, maybe we should...
Oh, of course. The more the merrier. We dress for dinner. What size are you? 44 long?
Yeah.
Well, great. We should get started. Megan, could you help me with dinner?
Come on, I'll show you around.
I was thinking of making pumpkin pie. Unless you'd like to. I've never actually made pumpkin pie before. But it was either that or Tess is going to make mincemeat. So, it's me, Tess, Adam, you, Jack, Susanna. Do you think that 4 squash would be enough?
Jack won't eat the squash.
Did you really think you could have something like this with no tears?
Does it show? Do you think she knows?
I saw the picture of Jack in your room.
We never planned it.
You didn't stop it.
I guess that after all the screwed up relationships I had with single men, I thought this would be safe, you know? No expectations, no surprises. Except? There was this weekend a few months ago. Jack was able to get away on business. And we were driving through the lake country to some bed and breakfast that we'd heard about. We took a shortcut through the woods and then all of a sudden his car phone rang. And he didn't answer it. And I didn't say anything and he didn't say anything. And it rang and we both knew it was her. And it kept ringing. We started talking casually over the ringing, trying to pretend that nothing was happening. But there we were, in the middle of nowhere, and she was there with us, begging to be heard, and we just ignored her, like somebody trapped in the trunk of the car, screaming to be let out. And then when the ringing finally stopped, we never talked about it. And that's who I thought she was. Just some distant bell you hear and ignore. She wasn't real until now. What am I gonna do? I can't leave and I can't stay.
This is what you call an unexpected snow. One moment the sky is clear and the next moment it's falling down. Now you can run inside and hide, or you can become part of it and let it change you.
You said you wanted to help out around here.
Yes, but it's a little bit like inviting an accountant to dinner and then asking him to balance your checkbook.
You're unbelievable. Do you know that? Just do it.
Oh, come on, Tess. Look at his face. Behold the noble turkey. You do realize that Benjamin Franklin actually proposed the turkey as the national bird.
Ben was a nosy motor mouth who didn't have sense enough to come in out of the rain. I want that turkey on the table at 8.
We thank you, Lord, for this Thanksgiving meal. And we thank you for all the gifts that we take for granted every day. For pumpkins and llamas, for stars, and for snow.
What is in this stuffing?
Oh, that's an old recipe I got a little while back.
That squash is so good. I think I'm gonna have Jack's portion. Jack doesn't like squash.
And you don't like mashed potatoes. Who doesn't like mashed potatoes?
Everybody likes mashed potatoes.
Would you pass the cranberry sauce, please?
Where's the gravy?
Oh, I forgot the gravy.
Oh, I'll get it.
A roll, please.
Adam, I still don't know what you do for a living.
Oh, well, I'm in transportation.
You know what I could use? A
Another napkin. I can see I'm gonna need another one. Everybody's napkins okay? I'm already up.
So how did this happen?
I swear, I didn't know who she was till you walked through the door. Why didn't you tell me Sonny's name was Susanna?
What were we doing on this road anyway? I told you to take the interstate.
I don't know.
Look, I'm sorry. Are you okay?
You told me she was an ice queen. She's sweet. She's wonderful. You don't give her enough credit.
Look, this is crazy. I'm not gonna talk about this.
I always thought you were miserable with her. I thought I was the one that was supposed to make you happy.
Look, you do. You are. Let's just get through this.
And what?
And I'll work something out.
You've been saying that for a year.
I know. It's just taking longer than I thought.
Maybe there's a reason for that.
And what's that supposed to mean?
I always knew you had a wife. I just never realized you were married.
If you had to spend the rest of your life on a desert island, who would you spend it with?
A boat.
Who would you want to spend it with? Okay, doesn't have to be me. Probably someone who plays poker.
Oh, you play poker?
Yeah, sometimes.
I can't believe it. I'm playing dumb games and I haven't thought about work all day. I think Megan has had a good influence on me. Describe your happiest day and why you remember it. That's a nice Thanksgiving question.
Adam, do you take requests?
Absolutely.
Stop playing.
Tess, would you sing something for me?
Tired.
Oh, please. My soul misses it so.
Well, okay. What is this thing called love in E flat? And it's not a funeral, so put some feeling in it. What is this thing called love? This funny thing called love. And just who can solve this great mystery? What I want to know is why it always makes a fool of me. He saw you there that wonderful day, and he took your heart and just threw it away. And now you ask the Lord in heaven above, what is this thing called love? What is this thing called love? What is this thing called love?
Do you know what the name Megan means? A pearl of real value. Something very precious deserves to be cherished and not wasted.
All this time I told myself we had something special. But tonight when he looked at me and walked up the stairs with her, I realized, my God, I'm just the other woman. I'm his secret. He's been keeping me in a room I didn't even know I was in.
But you walked into that room all by yourself.
I did the one thing I swore I'd never do. It's just that after a while, you spend enough nights alone. You go to too many other people's weddings and baby showers. You spend too many holidays at other people's houses, and you want just a little piece of their happiness for yourself. Just for a while, you know? Just so that I could say someday that somebody wanted me. That somebody thought I was special.
Megan, wanting to love someone and wanting to be loved in return, these things are good and right. But wanting them from someone else's husband is wrong.
He's not supposed to be married. He's supposed to be with me. God's made a mistake.
No, when things get this ugly and this painful, God has nothing to do with them.
Well, then I wish he'd tell me what to do now.
I think he's just about to. Megan, when you cry, God cries with you. But he can't wipe away your tears unless you let him.
The road I took yesterday, it wasn't an accident. In this place,
this house was created for you, for this night, this moment. Megan, I'm an angel, and this is your unexpected snow.
well, I can't. I can't give him up, and I won't. You go tell that to God. Why can't he just let me have this?
Because there's better love for you.
Where?
I don't know where, and I don't know when. The only thing I do know is that the kind of love worth waiting for you won't have to lie for or steal or keep it hidden in a box to visit on weekends.
Well, it may not be a great love, but it's my love.
No, it isn't. It belongs to Susanna.
Beauty. Carburetor, right?
I thought you worked on cars.
Well, hey, I managed to fix Susanna's and Megan's cars. I kind of work on feel, though, you know?
Adam.
Right over here, Tess.
Good morning, Jack. Can I have a word with you? What is that?
This is Alexander.
The late Alexander?
Well, not exactly, Tess.
Well, what did we eat yesterday?
Sure looked like the real thing, didn't it? Well, I guess you could call it a turkey-like substance.
Oh, get out of my way. I don't want to hear this. You're going soft on me, boy.
Tess, have you seen Megan? I haven't seen her around, and I'd like to say goodbye.
Oh, really? Well, suppose you and I just take a little walk and talk about a few things. It's just a little further. I want you to see this. Look familiar?
I spent my honeymoon here. I mean, it couldn't have been here. That was in Vermont. But it's the same place. Except...
Except what?
There was a swing on the porch. Hey, what's going on here?
Brace yourself, Jack, because I don't have a lot of time to pussyfoot around with you. I'm an angel sent by God. Now, you can accept that or not. But what you will accept when I'm finished is the concept of fidelity. Lock, stock, and barrel. Do I make myself clear? I'll take that as a yes.
Pretty soon we stopped finding things to talk about. And after a while, we just drifted apart.
When two people are on a journey, there will be miles when they fall silent. But that doesn't mean they shouldn't be traveling together.
The last time I sat on this swing, I was scared to death. Susanna was inside asleep, and I spent half the night just terrified that I'd just given my life over to another person. One person. Forever. Someone I loved so much that I just couldn't imagine her not being in my life. Maybe that's what scared me the most. I think that's why I finally had an affair. The more you invest in one person, the more you have to lose if you lose her.
So, you just decided to spread your wonderful self all around, huh? Gave you an easy way out the back door, doesn't it?
I actually read about this at the dentist's office. It's called the male fear of death syndrome.
Oh, that's what you got.
Well, that's what it feels like.
Well, get over it.
Look, I'm not proud of all this. But that journey that you're talking about, I just can't seem to find my way back to the road.
You stand up, honey, and you walk. And if you ever feel like straying again, remember this moment. You can always come back to this moment.
Just a minute.
Can I come in?
Sure. She's beautiful.
She's got a great quality about her.
She's beautiful, and she's got a great quality about her. Can I ask you a question? If you had to spend the rest of your life on a desert island, who would you spend it with? I thought so. Well, guess what? You're on a desert island. Who will you spend it with?
My wife.
Good answer.
You know, in a crazy way, I'm glad this weekend happened. Maybe it put us all back on track. But I want you to know how much you've meant to me.
Well, it was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
In case you run into some weather.
Thank you. Tess, I had a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Oh, I'm so glad you did.
Megan, I know there are going to be lonely nights ahead. But when they come, I want you to remember that no matter how lonely you are, you're never alone.
It's beautiful. Am I ever going to see you again?
But I promise you this, I'll dance at your wedding, my girl.
Thank you.
Oh, ladies, your cars are down by the gate. All fixed up, gassed, and ready to go.
I'll drop you guys off.
Why don't you go ahead? I want to say goodbye to Megan.
Okay. Well, I'm really glad I met you.
So am I.
All right, I'll see you at home.
I'll be right behind you.
You need a ride into town?
Sure.
Get him to tell you his theory on the male syndrome death faith. Might be an education for you. Bye, babies.
You driving back to the city?
Yeah.
I had a wonderful time here. I'm glad we ran into each other.
So am I, Susanna. I really am.
Remember I told you my husband talks in his sleep? Well, you know what he says? He says Megan. I've had a name for a long time. I just didn't have a face. I'm sorry it had to be yours. When we had the accident, it seemed impossible that you could be that Megan. But when I saw you and Jack together, I knew.
I never meant to hurt anybody. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's over. It really is over. Can you forgive me?
When I was going to meet Jack for the weekend, I thought there was a very strong possibility that this would be our last Thanksgiving. And then somehow I ended up here and I met you. And I recognized something in you that was a part of myself that I'd been missing for a long time. I guess Jack had been missing it too. You helped me find it. I'll forgive you. And I'll forgive Jack. Not today, probably. But I will.
These holidays are a killer.
Tess, I was wondering, do you think I can keep the llama?
Don't you start with me.
Happy Thanksgiving. I'm really thankful for you, you know, Tess.
Well, thankful is as thankful does, Miss Wings. I simply adore you. I adore you.
What is this thing called